Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best power forwards at NBA 2K25 MyTEAM right now, regardless of tier, regardless of price, regardless of any of that. We're going to be ranking these power forwards and seeing which ones we think are the best here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. And let's start off with number 10, which is going to be George Mikan, who's a solid card. Definitely not bad. He edges out a couple other good 100 overall and dark matter power forwards. And Mikan is a solid card, man. He's 6'10", 7'2" wingspan. He's got okay size, a very nice release, obviously extremely complete stats and badges. That D-book base with a good upper on very quick is super nice. He's got Pro 2 fade, Booker dribble style, Steph escape. Still a really nice card. Definitely one of the better point guard or power forwards in the game. And I do think he does deserve a spot here in the top 10 of this list, even if he's not any higher than number 10. Number 9 is a card who I hope you didn't get. He's my favorite player of all time, and I do think he's a good card, 100 overall Dirk Nowitzki. But let's be honest, the truth is this card was too expensive for how good he actually is. Is he a good card? Absolutely. But he's not even as good as Wilt from the previous festival, who was just as expensive and came out earlier. So, like, realistically, people who already had Wilt, why would you get Dirk? You know what I'm saying? And if you already didn't, I don't see why you'd spend money for this card anyway. That being said, he's a good card. His jumper's nice. 2K changed his base, but they didn't change his upper, but it is a good jumper. Pro 2 fade, D-book dribble style, Kemba escape. Still a lot to like. He's a 7-footer. I mean, he's absolutely not a bad card at all. He's just not what I would personally consider an unbelievably spectacular option at the power forward position either, especially because the jumper itself is not all that top tier at this point in the year. Now, moving on to the number 8 spot is going to be 100 overall Kristaps Porzingis. And this might be a little bit of a crazy take, but again, number 1 goes to show how deep the power forward position is. Number 2, I don't like obsessively adore this card. While I think he's really good, 7'2", 7'6" wingspan, stat and badges are awesome, he isn't unbelievably insane. His jumper is his own, which is good, nice and smooth, but not unbelievable. Sigs wise, there's nothing there besides Booker dribble style. And yeah, he's 99 speed, but pretty much everybody else on this list, with a shoe and a coach especially, is going to get up to 99 speed. So I don't know how much of a difference that really makes. Being 7'2" is super nice, and I do think the jumper's good, but y'all will see the rest of this list is absolutely loaded. So it's like, I feel like him at number 8 really isn't that bad. Tim Duncan at number 7, love this card. Pretty much nearly perfect sigs besides having Francis size up. His jumper is so smooth and so easy. That Brunson step back, drag back animation that he has is super duper nice as well. And I think as a whole, he's probably one of the better power forwards in the game, especially when it comes to shot creation. Now, the biggest flaw with Tim Duncan is that he's only 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan. So while the stats and the badges are awesome, the lack of size holds him back a little bit. And it really, the size is the biggest reason why he's at number 7. A guy like Dikembe Mutombo at number 6 obviously doesn't have the same shot creation skills as Tim Duncan, but at 7'2" with a 7'7" wingspan, good speed, good shooting, a great jumper, as well as 95 standing and driving and elite level defense makes him an awesome card nonetheless. Just really, really good, really versatile option at his position, does a lot of things very, very well. And in my personal opinion, I also just love his jumper this year. So this is the second year in a row that Dark Matter Dikembe has had himself an absolutely ridiculous card, and I would say this is one of the best cards Dikembe's ever had, in all honesty, especially with how good his jump shot is. I have no issues at all with him at number 6, even though he is only a dark matter. Moving on to number 5 is a card who I think Dikembe is very similar to, and that is 100 overall Shaquille O'Neal, who realistically, you look at stat and badge wise, he's insane. His jumper is very nice, although the Franz upper does get load up sometimes. I feel like a little more than other jumpers, which is annoying, but Garland dribble style is great. The rest of the sigs, not so much, which is absolutely worth keeping in note. And I think that's one of the biggest things that brings him down, is that besides Garland dribble style, he doesn't have much, and the jumper isn't perfect, but he's 7'1" with 7'7" wingspan. The jumper is nice, and the stats and badges are unbelievable. Again, especially with Shaq's player build, he can't not be top 5, right? Like, he's an extremely, extremely good card. And number 4 is basically another one of his clones, which is Wilt Chamberlain, a 7'1" big with an 8-foot wingspan. 99 stats again, yet again across the board, similar to Shaq. Very nice, smooth, easy jump shot. I would say Wilt's is probably a little bit more consistent overall, but Shaq's is really nice too. Rush dribble style Kimbo escape is nice, gives you a little bit more shot creation as well as normal behind the back. Gives you a little more shot creation than what Shaq has, and I think that's probably the main reason I put them apart. Honestly, I've just used Wilt more than I've used 100 overall Shaq as well, and I've really liked him, so maybe that's my own personal bias coming into play a bit right there, with Wilt Chamberlain being at number 4 and 100 overall Shaq being at number 5. That being said, Shaq gets his get back again here in number 3 because he also has an invincible card, and that invincible card is absolutely better than his 100 overall. 7'1", 7'7" wingspan still, but now he's got every Hoff badge. Now he's got 12 legend badges. Now he's got 99 stats on literally every single stat, and he's also got Bosch base, Dirk up around very quick, so a nicer jumper as well. Not as many load ups. Garland dribble style, Francis size up, Kimba escape, Trey behind the back. Harden step back still isn't perfect, but as a whole, he is a spectacular card, and he gets amazing animations as well. Definitely one of the best cards in the game, or one of the better cards in the game, I should say, for sure. Moving on to number 2. I think it has to be Wemby, to be honest. This is a tough one, but I'm as crazy as to say, I think Invincible Wemby comes in 2. The honest truth is, look, this card's insane. He's tough to stop. And I mean, really tough to stop. He's going to get a ton of glitchy animations. He's very hard to contest. People are just going to try to shoot over you with him. But at the same time, I don't personally think he's the best point guard or small power forward. I'm going with every position. I don't personally think he's the best power forward in the game anymore. The reason that I say that being that despite how special he is, his jumper's not that special, to be honest. Everything else absolutely is, but the jumper isn't really. And it's not a bad jumper by any means, but for me, a guy like Kareem, who yes is 2 inches taller, but has 40 legend badges instead of only 12. Not only that, I would say his jumper is easily better than Wemby's as well. I just think he's a better overall card. Obviously, he's a higher tier card, and he's extremely expensive to get. Not worth getting at all, in my personal opinion. But at the same time, every legend badge, every stat of 99, unbelievable jumper. Pro 2 fade, Garland, Francis, Steph, and Trey are elite level SIGs. He is a nasty, nasty card. Easily the best power forward in the game, in my personal opinion right now. Maybe not insanely easily, but easily nonetheless. So, with that being said, these are my top 10 power forwards currently in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts in the comment section down below as to who you think might have been ranked a little bit too high, who you think may have been ranked a little bit low, and if you think there's a power forward that I left off the list, I'd love to hear about that as well. I don't know. I know these lists aren't super helpful for a lot of y'all who just don't have the means to attain most of these cards, and the attainable card lists will be dropping here in a matter of, I would say within a week we'll start dropping those again. So that'll hopefully be helpful for a lot of y'all who don't feel like this list is very useful for you. But with that being said, that is gonna do it for the video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back in more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.